Good. So here we are in the wild, and here is our chicken pot pie ready to be cooked. Okay, so what we're going to do is take out our veggie mix and put it in the pot. Just like this. Scrape out as much of the stuff as you want. Doesn't matter if it sticks. Okay, here's our pot. Let's add a little water to that, maybe a half to 3/4 of a cup, depending on how much volume you need. About a half a cup. Okay, we'll light our stove and start cooking. Yep, there it goes. And I'll cover it with my little piece of foil and let it cook. Meanwhile, I'll get the other things out. For example, my pie mixture. That's got to cook as well, and I'm going to cook that in my frying pan, and I'll show you how to cook it. I have my nice little fold-up spatula, which I always carry. Okay, and here is the meat. I'm going to use the little can of chicken rather than the fried chicken, just so we can, just as a demonstration, but you can also carry this in the wild. It's a little heavier than usual, but it's still good. Check to see how yep, it's starting to boil a little bit. If you need to add more water, you can check and see if you want to add more. I think we will. As soon as the peas rehydrate and all the vegetables rehydrate, sometimes you need a little bit more water. That's good enough. Okay. Good. I'm going to let my vegetables rehydrate before I add the meat, because the meat doesn't need any rehydrating, and it just slows the process of heating the vegetables up. There's very little trash with this press and seal, and you can use your bag as a trash can. Let's get our pie ready to go. There again, you can use your press and seal as a mixing bowl. You don't have to have a special one. You can put it in an extra bowl if you have it, but it's not necessary. We need very little water for this bread mix, maybe a couple of tablespoons. I'm going to add it very slowly and see how it looks. Prop that up against me. The earth is a little slanted. You want to hold it? Yeah, take hold. Yeah, thanks, Allison. Okay, gonna need more. All right, let me just put some more in here. Thank you. Okay, not quite gloppy enough yet. It's got to be pourable because it's going to be like a pancake. Yeah, that should do it. I'll mix it up. I'll let it sit here a minute until my meal is ready for the pot cozy. Once that goes into the pot cozy, oh, it's really boiling now. Once it goes into the pot cozy, don't need a leaf. Don't need the leaf.
Smells good.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be tasty. See the beans I put in here? I put in some crunchy beans, as well as the other stuff. So this looks good. This looks good. Looks like it's mixed. I think it'll make a good pancake. Don't want it too wet. I'll just park it here in my pot until, yes. Now I'm ready to add the meat. Once this is good, starting to boil, I'm going to put in my chicken. There's also extra water in the chicken, which means you don't have to add a whole lot of water to cook your vegetables because you don't want it too soupy. We're cooking. And what I'm going to do is turn the heat down until I let it simmer. It's got to come back to a boil and simmer for a few minutes before I put it into the pot cozy, but I'm going to turn the heat down so that it can simmer. It's nice to have a stove that will let you simmer. Gives you a little bit more cooking options. There's our carrots, chicken. Okay, let's put the cover on it, let it cook some more. See how this is? Yeah, I think this is good. Now, what we have to add also... Whoop! Go fall over. No, don't fall over. Don't. We have to add 2 more things to our dinner to make it taste good, and that's a very important thing. I always carry oil, and I like to carry it in a little bag so that it doesn't, in case it does get squished, it doesn't squeeze out oil all over the place. So I'm going to put in just about a teaspoon of the oil, a little squirt. I'm also going to use this to cook my pancake too. And of course I have my butter. I always carry my butter in my Nalgene container, leak-proof. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of butter as well. Okay, now I'm going to let that simmer. I'm going to keep the oil handy. I'm going to use that for our pancake. Yes, still kind of dry spots in there. Let me just add another teaspoon of water. I think would be good. It's a nice thing about this press and seal. It's starting to, the meal is starting to boil again. I think it's almost ready for the pot cozy. Yeah, this is good. Okay, put that there so it doesn't fall over. Yep, starting to boil. I'll just let it cook another couple of minutes. Okay, so here's my frying pan. To make our pancake, spread a little oil in the frying pan. And as soon as I put my meal in the cozy, I'm going to seal up my oil again. I don't need it. I think we're ready for the cozy. Meal is ready for the pot cozy. Thank you. There we go. There it goes. Here's the meal, and we're just going to let it sit in the cozy for another couple of minutes. Put it here. There, you can see it. Okay, let's heat our pan. Let the oil spread around before we put the pancake batter in. I also have a little. This is a diffuser, and I like to use that so that the middle doesn't get cooked before the outsides of their pancake. So we're going to let this cook, just heat up. I think what I might do too is put the heat, higher heat, so bring the heat up to full blast. That'll heat the pot up faster. My warp pan. But it works well. It's a nice little saucier. I used a plate. I took a regular plate, titanium plate that I got from REI. And you don't have to do anything to the titanium plate, actually. I just warped it a little bit. But. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's now starting to really get hot. So, yeah, let's put this in here. Plop it in. There again. Very little waste with my press and seal. There we go. Spread this out a little bit. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, now I'm going to turn my flame down so that it doesn't cook too fast. It's cooking fast. Here we go. I'll cover it just to keep the heat in, and I'm going to rotate it so that I get even cooking. I rotate it about 90 degrees. There it goes. It's doing good. Okay. I have my spatula ready to go. Not ready to flip yet. It's steaming in the center, and when it starts to rise up in the center a little bit, I'll flip it over. Yep, almost ready. Yep. Keep turning it.
Looks good.
Looks good. In fact, I think I'll have to go to flip it. This is the tough part. Nope, not quite ready yet. It should be a little bit more cohesive before you start to flip it, or else it'll get mushy. I'll just let it sit there for a little bit. It smells good. How's our chicken doing? Good. Bring you up here. You okay? Okay. Oh, it's cooking. Man, it's really good now.
Starting to bubble up.
Starting to bubble up in the middle. And that means it's cooking all the way through.
The edges aren't brown yet.
Edges aren't brown yet, and they look firmer though. The edges look firmer. Looks like a little volcano we've got going here. I love it. Volcanoes. Yes, I think we need to flip it. So I think it might burn on the bottom if we don't. There we go. Not bad.
Oh,
Excellent. Very good.
nice. Solid flip.
Solid flip, and it's nice and brown on the bottom, so it needs a little bit more cooking, and we'll be done. I'll just keep rotating it a little bit. And I'm cooking all of this with about 1 ounce of alcohol. My stove takes alcohol, and there's a little left. I think we spent, what, a week on the trail with this? A week on the Laurel Highlands Trail with that, and that was cooking sometimes twice a day.
About 1 ounce a day.
Yep, about 1 ounce a day, and that was with desserts as well. Good job. Not quite done yet. Still a little bit soft on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have your spoon ready to test?
I am. I'm ready to test.
Good. This will be our lunch. Yep, good. Watch pot never
Okay.
boils. Ready? Are you ready yet?
Time for a quick break.
Yes.
Gotta do more yoga. My hips are getting sore.
Are they? Want to stretch your legs out?
Yes.
Stretch your legs out. It's hard sitting on the ground. Here. Stretch your legs out forward or to the side.
No, this is good. Over to the side.
Okay, I think we're done.
Alright.
Yep. I think we're done. Let me get my napkin spatula back. Okay. And you can serve this on top of your chicken pot pie mix or to the side. I like to put it right on top. It broke apart, but that's okay. But there's our chicken pot pie ready to eat.
Yum.
I'll turn this flame off.
Bravo.
Okay. He's going to get it. Little crumbly, but mostly intact. Ta-da. Okay.
Alright.
Let's take a taste. Let's see how it
Alright,
goes.
tasting.
Tasting time.
I'm the feast.
In the feast in the wild.
It's hot. Even with this pot cozy. It's,
Mm-hmm. That's good.
isn't that good? I love the peas. I like these freeze-dried peas. They're great.
Nice work, Mary.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Okay.